Welcome to another Goat Locker Racing production brought to you by Gill Insurance Advisors. Insurance you can trust. Jam Printing and Promotions. Amp up your marketing. Tracks for Vets. Restoring purpose, hope, and community to our nation's heroes and their families. Travis Lee Creative. Dare to create. G2G Trailers. Offering solutions for your trailering needs nationwide. Let Chuck the Trailer Guy know Goat Locker Racing sent you. Now buckle up for exciting door-to-door action with the Goat Locker Racing Truck Series.
Man, I'm looking forward to seeing how these trucks handle on this track. I've run here in the Xfinity car, and it's real slick, but these trucks have a lot more downforce. They don't have as much rear wheel power, so I think we'll see some pretty good racing as long as everybody can keep from getting loose.
Well, apparently I was muted this whole time. So
Oh no.
this is starting off so well. Oh, wow. Thank you, Glenda. We will have fun. As I was just saying, this is a small field tonight. We've only got about 10 drivers in the field or so, maybe 11. Uh, but a winner will receive a hat, and a lucky viewer will receive a hat as well. We will have a drawing before the race is over. So somebody on this stream will walk away with a brand new Goat Locker Racing hat. So good luck to everybody that enters. That contest will be launched here momentarily.
I got me one of those hats from the race at Nashville, and I got it signed by Mr. Jamie Marcus and Patrick, and my
did.
wife thought it was someone famous because I told her they broadcast races. So
Well, don't tell her any different, all right? Oh, good. Acting up on me a little bit. Stuff you guys really shouldn't be seeing. Sure, what is going on? Did nobody qualify?
I'm showing Andrew Kurtz on the pole right now with a 19.17. We got about 8 seconds left here in qualifying. So I'm thinking the field is going to be set.
Okay. All right. And that is the end of qualifying. So, let's see if we can get our grid up here. All right, this will be our starting lineup. And as Jonah just said, Andrew Kurtz is the pole winner with a lap of 19.172 out of Pennsylvania, the number 48 card. His outside, starting second, the number 4 of Mike Browning from Indy Autosports. Starting third, the number 98 of Sam Wetstein from Extreme Motorsports. Starting fourth, our own Jacob Ellingson, a Goat Locker Racing affiliated driver from the Magic Monzo ARCA series, will be rolling off fourth at number 61. He's actually with Salty Dog Motorsports as his real team. Starting fifth at number 14 of Tony Minton. Starting sixth, number 88, Eric Celio Welcome, Eric. You and your brother Tommy, our followers on Twitter. Appreciate having you guys out here. And starting seventh, start number 24, Tommy Celio, as we just mentioned. I am not actually in the race. I had to enter it for race control, so ignore me on there. Starting ninth, the number 66 of Jamie Mullins. And rounding out the field here tonight is Mickey Isaac in that 6 car. Field should be getting ready to roll off here any moment now. We will get this racing underway. While we're doing that, see if I can get the hat drawing going so we can get people entered for that.
Jamie, who's your pick tonight? Any favorites?
Well, I'm a little partial to that 4 car, or the 61 car, sorry, of Jacob Ellingson. But there's some good drivers in this field. So, Sam Wetstein, obviously the front row guys, Andrew Kurtz, he's pretty strong in everything we see him in. So, yeah. But, my heart's going to be with the 61.
Well, I got a sleeper pick for you. I'd watch out for Mickey Isaac in that 6 truck starting at the back of the field. I've raced with him in ARCA. I know he's got some speed, and he's a real competitive driver and real clean. So look for him to move up to the field tonight.
Absolutely. Mickey Isaac's definitely, we talk about Mickey Isaac a lot on the Magic Monzo ARCA series. Our running joke with him is that, he doesn't always start the best, but when it comes time to cut the checks at the end of the night, Mickey Isaac finds his way up to the first of the line to get his. So
absolutely, he's a quiet driver, and he'll sneak up there when you're not looking.
We do have Pat in the chat. He's watching the stream tonight from. He's actually hanging out at the Great Wolf Lodge. I believe it's in Cincinnati. So first time he said he's gone on vacation and actually had a Wi-Fi. So.
Here we go.
Pace car is off. Green flag is out. Andrew Kurtz gets a nice start there.
Mike Browning held it down pretty well on the outside there. Sam may have let him go just a little.
Sam's looking to his inside right now, try to take over second place. Looks like he is going to clear him.
This is a great racetrack. That top groove can really get runs off the corners, and you don't necessarily immediately fall back. Looks like we got a couple of trucks off the track in the backstretch here. The 88 and the 14s, Tony Minton and who's the 88? That is Eric Celio.
Did not bring out a caution. I do see some smoke in front of the leaders. As both those trucks make their way down pit road, and we are under caution now. It looks like there was an issue in turn 3.
Yeah, somebody spun there in 3. I wasn't sure who that was. I think that was Sam. He said his VR just froze up, so we may have lost Sam Wetstein.
Oh, no.
So we got 3 trucks here in the pits, Tony and the 88 of Eric. They both get their repairs done, and they're back on the track.
Not sure why the pace car went down through pit road, but that was odd.
Maybe he needed some fast repairs.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Andrew Kurtz continues to lead, but Jacob Ellingson has made his way up to second. Mike Browning in third.
Had Jamie Mullins on pit road. Looks like he got a set of right side tires there.
Yeah, we gave him unlimited tires, so definitely, with this field being pretty small, you can afford to come get tires pretty much whenever you want. It's really you're not gonna give up too much doing it. Take a look here. Go through our field. We're under caution still. Got Andrew Kurtz in the 48. Jacob Ellingson in the Deadpool 61. I like that. That's a cool paint scheme, Jake. Mike Browning in the 4 from Indy Auto Sport. Mickey Isaac has already made his way up to 4th place.
That didn't take long.
Running that U.S. Army number 6 truck. And we got Tommy Celio in the 24 out of Hustle House Racing. Jamie Mullins in the 66. Not sure where Piney Flats is. If anybody knows, maybe they can share that with us. Tony Minton, who I believe is going to find himself 1 lap down right now. He runs that nice Captain Crunch paint scheme. Me and Pat always like that.
One of the best cereals out there.
Yeah, Pat likes just the plain peanut butter. I've got to have the crunch berries.
Absolutely, go with the berries.
Yeah, that's just a weirdo that only likes peanut butter. Take a look at Eric Cilio in the 88.
Sam Wetstein has made it back on the track. He's now 3 laps down, but maybe he can get those laps back. It's a long race, and it's still fairly early.
Pace car is off, and that's going to turn the control over to Andrew Kurtz, who's going to get a good jump here. Good jump, and so does Jake Ellingson. Clears the inside car to take over 2nd place.
And Mickey Isaac is under attack from Jamie Mullins already with those right side tires. He's moving his way up to the field.
Yes, Chase, the regular Captain Crunch is peanut butter.
Well, right now, the fastest truck on the track is Jamie Mullins. He just ran a 19.1, about a 10th faster than our leader. So those tires might already be paying off with the track temperature the way it is tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. See if we can take a look if he's trying to gain ground here on Mike Browning. Take a look out the front of his truck. A nice tight battle up here for 2nd through 4th as these guys try to run down Andrew Kurtz in the lead. Not sure how much damage the 88 truck had from that incident, which didn't really bring out the caution. They had made their way to pit road, so I'm not.
Yeah, they spun off. They spun off the 2 and got into the grass, and they were able to get it straightened out, and get back on the track safely. So I guess iRacing just didn't see fit to throw caution there. So they got it all collected.
Right. So there was something that happened, and I should have gone back and looked, but you know, we missed that one, so sorry about that. It's been a while since I've run this by myself. I'm used to Pat doing it, so.
If I'm the driver of the 88 or the 14 truck, I'm thanking Sam Wetstein's VR for braking on him, so that way we can get that caution flag. And
Right.
Jamie Mullins just took over Mike Browning there for third place.
Switched hands. He now comes up to the bumper of the 61 car of Jake Ellingson. I don't think he's going to be satisfied with third. He's going to be looking to move into second place here. And we've got an Eddie Smith sighting in the chat.
Well, he really wants to win that hat, doesn't he?
He does. But he didn't put in the right word. Let me revisit that, make sure I tell everybody correct. To make sure you're entered to win the hat, everybody needs to type in hashtag GLR hat 2. That's the code word to be entered into the hat. Again, you do not have to be a subscriber to win, but if you are a subscriber, you will get 4 entries to every one. That makes sense. So you do have an advantage if you're a subscriber.
And this race for second is really heating up. We got 4 trucks right here. They're all nose to tail. And I think Jamie Mullins is still the fastest of them all.
Yeah, he's making a move to the inside on Jake Ellingson. Mike Browning's going to try to fill that hole as Jamie Mullins makes it. Mickey Isaac's right there too in the mix of this. And we got a Trevor McManus sighting in chat. Not sure why Trevor's not out here racing. After a dominating performance last week at Charlotte.
I was about to say, I think he's still celebrating that win.
He must be. I thought he'd be chewing at the bit to get into this race. We'll let that. I guess we got to let that one go then, Trevor. Later on, we'll talk about priorities, though, okay? Says he's having dinner with the wife.
Ellingson now under fire from Mike Browning as he gets low underneath him. And in turn 3, gets up beside him. Ellingson squeezes down and Browning pushes up just a little bit. They're able to keep it under control.
Gives him a little bit of door action there.
That's just short track racing.
Absolutely. And we saw some of that last night. When they did get their green flag racing in that street stock race last night, there was a lot of door to door beating and banging. That was fun to watch.
Oh, the end of that race was awesome. I think everybody that was watching was probably pulling for Lanford there, hoping he would get his first win. But
I know
he came up second. He gave it everything he had.
He sure did. There wasn't nothing left on the track for that one. He hold his head high on that. Looks like Andrew Kurtz has now put Tommy Celio in the 24 truck a lap down, as Jamie Mullins is kind of closing the gap on Andrew a little bit. Those 2 tires, they were the right call to make.
Yeah, I didn't think it would make this big of a difference, but I mean, he is just moving through the field nice and consistently. Oh, he gets a little loose there.
Yeah, a little loose off turn 2. Jamie Mullins is definitely, he has got that 66 truck right up to the back of the 48. He is going to take over this lead here before too much longer. We completed 33 of the 125 scheduled.
Yeah, he's showing a lot of patience on the throttle off the corners, and I think that's really where he's making up the most ground on Andrew.
Yeah, he can still keep that truck down on the bottom there, and that
There he goes for the
bottom
lead.
seam. Yeah, where Andrew's having to push up off the corner a little bit and is losing that run off. New leader, Jamie Mullins in the 66 truck.
Well, currently, he's our biggest mover, started ninth, and he's now up to first. And our second biggest mover is Mickey Isaac, who started 10th and is currently running fourth in that six truck.
My pick, Jacob Ellingson. Wow, did he make a pit stop? Because he has gone a lap down, running in 5th place.
Not showing that he did, no.
Not sure what happened. All these things I take for granted.
Now, I'm showing Ellington still on the lead lap here.
Oh.
So the first car lap down is going to be Anthony Minton
Well,
and the
yeah,
14 truck.
this is weird because on one hand it's showing me, oh, okay, I know what it is. Okay, he's lost a spot. That's what it is. My bad. Don't want to panic the Ellingsons. Jake still running fine, hanging tough in 5th place. 3 seconds back of the leader. And Jamie Mullins has set sail now that he is taking the lead. He's up to almost a 1.5 seconds over Andrew Kurtz, running second. Mike Browning is now reeling him in as well.
Yeah, it looks like Andrew's truck is just really struggling turn on entry right now, and it's really hurting that right front as we go almost three wide there.
Right, we sure did. Andrew checked up for the 24, who's going another lap down, and Mike Browning, he sent it in there. Luckily, everybody got through that okay. But now Mike Browning sets his sights on Jamie Mullins to try to take over the lead. And yes, there seems to be some confusion in the chat a little bit, but as I said at the beginning, for those who maybe came in a little bit late, Pat is on vacation tonight, so I have Jonah Colbert up in the booth with me, helping call this race. So no, Pat's not sick. His voice doesn't sound funny.
Mike Browning was 0.2 faster than our leader that last lap.
Oh, somebody was in the fence. I did not see it though.
Looks like Eric Celio.
Yeah, the Celio brothers have definitely had their hands full. They reached out to me. They do follow us on Twitter, and they reached out wanting to do this, and they were pretty upfront that this is not really their style of racing that they do a lot of, but they've been working at it, so they wanted to come out and join this, and we were glad to have them and glad they showed up. The only way you're going to get better is to do it. So
absolutely, it's kind of like with me in road courses. I'm not exactly very good at road courses, but I've made it a point to enter in as many of those as I can and try to improve just by seat time, and it's helped a lot. So
yeah, I'm terrible at road courses as well. Unfortunately, I just don't make any effort to get any better. So, although we ran the 24 Hours of Daytona back in the what was that, January or whenever that was. iRacing did it a week or so before the real one, but got roped into doing that and actually enjoyed it. Put in my 2 stints, and I think I only went off track one time during those 2 stints, so I was pretty proud of myself. You know, as a team, we did all right.
Yeah, we ran it as well. We ran in the Corvettes. Luckily, we didn't have to face any LMP2s, so it was mostly just Corvettes and GT3s. And I ran a 2-hour stint, and it was a lot of fun. Learned a lot. Wasn't very fast, but it was enjoyable.
Yeah, we had. I know in our split, our group, we had everything. We were running the what is it? The GTE. We're running the Lamborghini.
Gotcha.
So whatever that one is. Is that the
Yeah, I
no,
wouldn't
that's the
know.
three,
I'm
right?
not the guy to ask.
I think that. Well, I think that's the three. Maybe the Corvettes, the GTE. I don't know. I know we had all 3 classes in ours though, so we had to deal with the super fast LMPs that were, seemed like they were coming around you every other lap. Uh, but it was fun. I had a good time doing it. Look forward to doing that again this year. About to get a Goat Locker team together.
Absolutely, as it looks like the Celio brothers have pulled off the track and into the pits. And not sure if their nights are done or 88 truck looks like it has quite a bit of right side damage.
We did limit them to 50% fuel with these trucks tonight. So, unfortunately, I can't really say what the fuel range is and when we should expect them to make stops if we have to come in under green flag conditions here.
Well, I'm going to guess probably around 60 to 70 laps would be my educated guess.
Oh. Again, just a reminder, everybody. Anybody that has just joined the stream, make sure you enter in hashtag GLR. Oh, I've already forgot it again. Let me check that. What it is? Hashtag GLR hat 2 to enter and win the Goat Locker Racing hat.
Second place now under fire from Mickey Isaac as he's gotten right up on the bumper of Mike Browning. Oh, but he gets into the wall.
Uh-oh. Got some Tony Minton fans in the house. Dr. Robert 0383 has put out a Go Tony Minton. Mickey Isaac's got a nice little Wilkesboro rash on the loose again off turn 2. So he's trying to reel in Mike Browning here to take over second place. Jamie
He's
Mullins,
going to use up all those tires.
He sure is. Jamie Mullins is in a whole nother zip code right now. He's looking to put Tony Minton another lap down. He's out to a 5-second lead over Mike Browning. We approach 60 laps complete here.
Yeah, it's been a really clean race tonight. And only caution we had was due to Sam's VR headset checking out on him.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been real clean. Been some good racing.
Hey, JK, I'm glad to see you in the stream, my man. Haven't seen you around much. And Brian Brogan's in here.
Oh, no. Andrew Kurtz was going on the pit road and got rear-ended here. And it's turned around in turn 4. Still no caution, it doesn't look like, as he gets it turned around and down pit road.
Trevor, that's not true. It's only clean because you're not out there. You don't cause problems.
Ellingson's got a little bit of front end damage from that.
Ooh.
So,
Oh, was he the one that got into the back of Andrew?
yeah, I don't think he knew that Andrew was pitting, and then Andrew got on the brakes there in turn 4 and just got bumped by Ellingson there and got him turned around. But
Let's see if we
he
can
got it collected, so no caution.
see
They
if we
continue to
can
run.
see if we can take a look at that again when this happened. Oh yeah, right there. Oh wow, yeah. Jake got him pretty good, unfortunately.
And our leader is on pit road. As well as the other two. Second and third place come down pit road to get their fresh tires and tank of fuel.
Yeah, once the leader came, you could bet that anybody else that hadn't pitted was going to be coming with him. You know, those 2 tires showed up huge, so you can't afford to let somebody get fresh tires and get away from you here.
Right. So 66 was our magic number. I wonder if they're going to be able to make it to the end or not, because they didn't quite make it halfway.
Ooh, so we might have made the right call to make multiple pit stops. Oh, and Andrew Kurtz just plowed into the inside wall off of on the front stretch as he crossed the start-finish line.
Ooh,
Not exactly
yeah.
sure what happened there.
Looks like he just spun his tires coming off the corner there. Had those cold tires and put the power down a little bit too hard, and it got loose on him. But with it being a short track, I think he'll be all right.
Yeah, he does have. He's got quite a bit of damage to the left front of the car. The rear of the car is banged up pretty good. That rear end damage is probably going to hurt him more than anything here at North Wilkesboro, because that's going to probably make the truck really loose, and I imagine his track is slick enough as it is. Yeah, Trevor, they've all got one fast repair. Unfortunately, I don't know if Andrew used his on that pit stop after getting rear-ended when he tried to get onto pit road, so he might be out of fast repairs. Look here, check on Sam Wetstein, who's continuing to turn laps here. He is 2 laps down at the moment.
Yeah, he's currently on lap 65 of his run. So he's going to try to make this on 1 stop. So I don't know if the other guys can or not, so that'll be interesting to watch.
Back up front to our leader here, who is out to a 4-second lead over second place. We saw he was out to about 5 seconds prior to the pit stop, so Mickey Isaac must have had a really good pit stop that made up some ground.
Douglas County on Twitch says, "What's a fast repair?" So with these cars, or with the simulator, basically what a fast repair is if you get into a wreck and you take damage to your vehicle, no matter how much damage it is, it can be minor to major damage. You can come into the pit stalls and use what's called a fast repair. It essentially will reset your vehicle to brand new status with the exception of your tires. So if someone gets into an accident, it's a good way for them to get back out on the track without ending their race.
And so we have the option when we set a race up of how many fast repairs, if any, that we give. You know, the purists will say don't give any fast repairs. And I do tend to agree with that, but there's always a factor that I have noticed for myself is that if I have an issue, and I'm not trying to have a big ego here, if I'm going to have an issue, it's most likely 9 times out of 10 is going to be caused by somebody else. So if I go into a race, especially a race like this, where there's something that, you know, even though it's just a hat, there's still something on the line. I want that fast repair because I want to be able to recover if someone else does something that takes me out. So So we give the one fast repair. I don't like to give more than one because on the flip side of it, I think that it encourages too much risk taking if people know that they've got several fast repairs available to, sitting in the bank. So, it kind of takes away, having to use any kind of care while you're driving. So
Yeah.
hopefully that's beating the fast repair to death here, and everybody is now experts on the ins and outs of a fast repair. Well, Douglas County, when people just send it, you get what we saw last night, and that was like 56 laps out of 75 under yellow. So we don't want to just send it because honestly, that's not fun. I can assure you that there was moments of that race it was fun and was probably fun to be driving. But if you were, Josh Jet Oswald last night, there was nothing fun in that race
Mhm.
with all those cautions. So yeah, just full send is not the answer either. This is a reminder. Anybody that's new into the stream that hasn't been here since the beginning, if you haven't heard, we are giving away a hat to a viewer in the stream. So make sure you type in there hashtag GLR hat 2 to be entered to win. The winner of the race will receive a hat along with a T-shirt courtesy of BG Racing. So a viewer will win that hat as well. Unfortunately, we don't have another shirt to give away, but the Goat Locker Racing hat's cooler than that shirt anyway. So,
Absolutely.
so
Especially when it's signed.
yeah, well.
Jamie Mullins has put Andrew Kurtz a lap down, so now we're down to the 3 trucks on the lead lap. So he continues to
Goodness.
turn fast lap after fast lap. Actually, the top 3 trucks are all turning similar laps. The high point sixes here, so
Now it looks like Jake Ellingson's going to try to make his way around Andrew Kurtz, put himself as the first car a lap down. As long as he sits in that position, then if the caution does come out, he would be the lucky dog candidate. Let's check on Tony Minton. Tony Minton's currently running in 6th. Looks like he's probably used a fast repair because I think he's had some issues earlier. He is 2 laps down, but he's got that Captain Crunch car looking pretty truck. Sorry, Pat, don't yell at me. The Captain Crunch truck looking pretty clean. Oh, I'm sure everybody got enough of my ego last night. Listen to my complaining about all those cautions. So,
I was yelling at the TV. I said, "You tell him, Jamie. Tell him, Jamie."
Well, look,
So you got at least one supporter out there.
I get it. It's a developmental league out there but if you just let it go and nobody ever says anything that what's going on is wrong, they're just going to continue racing that way. Hopefully,
Yeah.
some of them watched the replay and maybe took on board stuff that was being said and could be better for it. I'm not trying to be mean or hurt anybody's feelings, but it's just, and Pat is going to say, since when did I have feelings? But, sometimes.
Well, you can't develop under caution, so
That's right.
you got to get out there and race.
Check back in with our leader here, who is extending his lead back out to nearly 5 seconds over Mickey Isaac. And again, as a reminder on the hat contest, you do not have to be a subscriber to enter. But if you are a subscriber, you get 4 entries instead of 1. So there is benefit. You get an advantage.
And don't forget, if you're a Twitch Prime user, you get a free sub. So
Absolutely, yes. If you
use
want,
that.
you link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account, and you get a free subscription every month. And we would definitely appreciate it if you threw it our way.
Blazer Game says, forgetting the difference between the checkered and white flag. So the white flag signifies the final lap of the race, and the checkered flag means the end of the race. So when you have the white flag in the air, that means we have one lap to go, and checkered flag will be presented to the winner.
Yeah, and in the Rebels truck race the other night, we had apparently someone got confused between those two.
Oh no!
I don't know if you heard about it.
No, I
But,
didn't. I need to hear this.
The white flag came out, and I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus and mention names, but they thought the race was over. And you know how typically in original Rebels races, it becomes a smash-up derby at the
Oh
start-finish
no!
line. Well, they thought the race was over, so they went down on the apron and then hung a hard right in front of traffic and took out like 4 trucks.
Oh no!
We were on that last lap, so yeah,
That makes it even worse.
absolutely.
You know, Tyler Reddick did something similar, minus the whole demo derby at Homestead. He took the white flag and started celebrating his top 10 finish with his crew, and they quickly informed him that the race was not over. Luckily, he didn't lose any positions over it, but it does happen to some of us.
Check in with Mickey Isaac running here in second place. He's now 6 seconds back from our leader. We're approaching the completion of 100 laps. We'll have 25 laps remaining when they cross the line here.
Well, if he gets a caution, he's going to be right there in the thick of it.
Oh yeah, absolutely will. And they'll all need to come get tires, so
Yeah.
caution comes out, it's definitely going to change the complexion of this race for sure. Now, take a look at Mike Browning. He's running in third. Mike Browning looks like he's getting a little loose on entry there, getting into turn 3. He keeps it together. Check on my pick to win, Jacob Ellingson. He has made his way back up to 4th.
You know, I'm not a big Deadpool fan, but I do like that truck. That's a very sharp looking paint scheme he's got on there.
Well, I am a Deadpool fan. I like Deadpool. Pretty funny. Definitely different for, Marvel characters, so.
So you're the Marvel guy, right?
Yeah, I'm not like all big into them. I mean, I definitely go, I go to the theater. I was glad to be able to go see Black Widow in the theater. Wasn't my favorite Marvel movie, but it was worth going to.
Yeah. We haven't been in the theater in over a year. It's just,
yeah, we hadn't either.
Been crazy.
That was our first time back since they've been shut down for COVID, which our theaters here have been open for really quite some time. Just really hasn't been anything worth going to see.
Yeah, that's been kind of our issue here. I'm very picky when it comes to movies, at least in the theaters, and it just hasn't been anything that I've really wanted to see. So, more of a Batman guy myself.
I'm really not a fan of DC. Honestly, probably. Well, I mean, I did like the one trilogy Batman with Heath Ledger as the Joker.
Oh yeah,
I,
the Dark Knight series was good.
yeah, I enjoyed those. But as far as like a DC movie, though, really, and you probably don't even like this one, but Suicide Squad was probably my favorite DC
Yeah,
movie. I really enjoyed that one.
that one wasn't bad. As long as it's in the Batman universe, I can deal with it. But outside of Batman, I wouldn't say I'm a DC fan. But I grew up loving Batman. Uh, Michael Keaton was the Batman when I was a kid, so that's the
Mm.
one I like. And then from there, just I like that show Gotham on TV. If you've never watched that one, that's a good
And
one.
I have not seen that.
That's a really good show. It's not about Batman, more about the Gotham universe and all the villains, but it's pretty good.
Gotcha. Jamie,
Mullins continues to pull away.
he is, man. He's out to a 7-second lead now. 16 laps to go. Without a no caution, this is definitely his race.
He is in a rhythm. Watched him on board here for a couple laps, and he's just real patient on the throttle, taking it easy. He's not really punching the throttle down. He's just letting it roll through the corner. And you know what they say, slow is fast, and that's definitely working for him right now.
Yes. Yeah, he definitely has this place figured out. It looks like D. Roberts agrees with you about Gotham being a great show.
That's what I'm talking about.
Let's see. Uh, Really, I'm not seeing anybody hanging out in the Goat Locker Discord voice channel, so doesn't look like we're going to be able to do post-race interviews tonight.
It doesn't.
So I tell you what we'll do. When this race is over, that is when we will do the drawing for the hat. So folks, if you haven't entered, you've got about 10 laps. When Jeremy Mullins crosses the line here, you will have 10 laps left to get your entry in. Hashtag GLR Hat 2. That will enter you to win. Again, you do not need to be a subscriber. If you are a subscriber, you do get an advantage. Be sure to follow us as well on this Twitch stream. It's definitely grown a lot. Really, we've not been streaming for too terribly long. And I know earlier today when I checked, we were at 118 followers. I remember when we didn't even have 20. So we have really come a long way.
Well, you guys continue to put out a good product, night after night, week after week, and you'll just see those followers continue to grow. So you guys do a real great job up here in this broadcast booth, and it's awesome to join you for a race.
I appreciate it. I definitely appreciate you being here because this would not be any fun to do it by myself. So
yeah,
definitely helps. And we had Eddie in the booth. He filled in the last time Pat was gone. We called an ARCA race to go, so I definitely appreciated him being here. So we know we can count on the JC Motorsports guys to help us out.
Oh, he's a hoot, isn't he?
Oh yeah, that
I
fella right
imagine
there.
racing with him every week.
Yeah, that fella, he was fun to call a race with.
I'm sitting here looking at the lap times, and Sam Wetstein is the fastest truck on the track right now, but he's 4 laps down due to that VR issue he had earlier. It's a real shame. I think he would have had a chance at a podium here.
Yeah, I agree with you. 5 laps to go. 4 when he crosses the line. Jamie Mullins is definitely checked out.
He's got it on cruise control right
He
now.
absolutely does. He could almost stop and pull over, have a drink, and still win this race.
Well, like we said at the beginning, Mickey Isaac sitting there in second quietly, worked his way up through the field. Not flashy, just took his time, lots of patience, and he's sitting here in second. And if a caution were to come out, we'd have a great race between these two. But everybody's racing so clean, I don't think we're going to see it.
Yeah. Now, 2 laps to go. I'd be really shocked to see a caution at this point. And the white flag is out. Jamie Mullins, as he comes through turns 1 and 2, heading down the backstretch for the final time. And to turn 3 and 4. He'll gas it up one more time and bring it to that checkered flag. And Jamie Mullins is going to win this Goat Locker Racing hat race number 2. And it'll be the proud new owner of a brand new Goat Locker Racing hat and a t-shirt from BG Racing. So congratulations to Jamie Mullins and that 66 truck. He put on a clinic tonight.
What a performance. Yeah, he was fast from the beginning, and he was fast in the middle, and he was fast in the end. He just nice and conservative and took his time and paid off.
Absolutely. That was a good show to watch. Yeah, maybe a little bit closer racing would have been more entertaining, but you got to appreciate the job that Jamie did behind that truck tonight.
Absolutely.
That is not easy to do. See if we can pull up our final running order here. And there we have it. Winner is Jamie Mullins. Second place, Mickey Isaac in the 6 truck. Rounding out third, rounding out the podium finish is Mike Browning in the 4. Followed by my pick to win, Jacob Ellingson. He held his position there in 4th. That's where he started. That's where he finished. So good job, Jake.
And he's giving Jamie a push around the track.
And he turned it. Finally got a little wrinkle on that 66 truck because it looked just as good as it did as when we started. Let's see. We got Andrew Kurtz in the 48 finishing 5th. Tony Minton bringing Captain Crunch home in 6th. Sam Wetstein manages to hold on to 7th place after his early issues with his VR headset. Eric Celio in the 88 comes home 8th, followed by his brother Tommy in the 24 truck in 9th. And that rounds out our field. Because, again, I did not race tonight, and looks like Alex Cruz had connection issues before we ever got started. So that is our finishing order. Hats off to a good, clean race by everybody in the field. And again, congratulations to Jamie Mullins for an impressive win. And now it is time. Notice I kept this till the very end to make sure y'all stuck around and watched the whole race. Time to give away a hat. So, without further ado, if anybody wants to get their last minute entries in, I'm going to give you a count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
The counting's getting slower.
1. And here's the drawing. And the winner is Eddie Smith. Did Eddie stick around? I don't know if Eddie's even still in here. Should I make Eddie forfeit for not being in here?
Let's see. Is he in the user list?
He was in here, yeah, because he made an entry. So Eddie Smith is our viewer winner, and that means JC Motorsports both will be donning the Goat Locker Racing hat. We will lock that in, and Eddie, we will get with you later at some point to get your address, and we'll get that hat sent out to you. And Jamie Mullins will be receiving a hat as well for winning the race. So that about does it here for us tonight from North Wilkesboro Speedway for the Goat Locker Racing Hat race number 2. You didn't watch for nothing, Trevor. You got to hang out with us. That was worth
You
its
get to
weight in
hear
gold.
Jamie's beautiful voice.
That's right, and Jonah's. That's better than a hat. What are you complaining about?
You're making memories. Well, looking forward to the race Thursday night. So,
well, let me check here real quick. Oh, well, hold on a second.
we do have some interviews.
We got some interviews. Okay. Well, yeah. I need a little assistance on who Midas might be. Is that Mickey Isaac?
Let's see. Yes, it is. Midas is Mickey Isaac.
Okay.
And then we have Mid-Pack Browning in there, but we don't have Jamie Mullins.
Jamie Mullins, but Mickey Isaac was second, so we'll get him pulled up here. Hey, Mickey. This is Jamie and Joan up in the booth. You got a copy?
Yeah, guys. What up? What about on your end?
We're doing pretty good, man. We talked about you before the race started. Just like in the Magic Monzo Arca series, you started in the back or towards the back, and when it came time for the checks to be handed out, you made your way to the front. So take us through your race, my man.
Well, I was going to qualify, and then I left it on idle. And it came up and it said I was disqualified from qualifying, so that's why I didn't run a qualifying lap. So I just started in the back. We're going to take my time and try to save some tires, but I just couldn't catch the leader there. I guess we was running pretty close to the same laps, and then you start battling someone a lap or two, and then he pulls away a little further and a little further. I was kind of hoping for a late race caution, but it didn't happen. So I rode it out. I knew I was going to finish it second if I didn't, mess up myself. So just played it safe.
Yeah, Mickey, I've raced with you in the ARCA series. So I know what kind of speed you got, and you were my pick to win the race. And I saw you starting there in the back, and I told Jamie, I was like, man, he's going to work his way through this field nice and quietly. We see him up front almost every week. It's good to see you get a good run there. How bad were the tires in that race? Do you feel like they made a big difference, or did it really get loose on you, or did it tighten up? What was it like?
Oh, yeah, it was getting loose. Fresh tires, you can downshift to third and fourth if you want to do that. But I really couldn't tell difference in speed from switching gears. So I tried it with new tires after I pitted, and I did it maybe 10 or 12 laps, and then just kept it in fourth. But once the tires wore down, you could not do that. It just get loose and spin and try to spin on you. So just leave it in fourth, grandpa gear, and go.
Well, at any rate, congrats on the second place finish, man. It was great watching you work your way through the field.
Appreciate it, guys. I'll try next time for that hat. I was wanting to win it, hanging on the wall. But.
Yeah, well, yeah, you keep coming out here, man. You're going to get you one, but anybody you want to thank, shout out, sponsors?
We can give I was streaming on Discord, and I had a couple guys in there. Give a shout out to them, Nick and Zach. Appreciate it. Sponsors night, Lewis Lawn Care, as always, for your lawn needs in Eastern Kentucky. He'll work with you on his schedule and get your grass cut.
Sounds good, man.
All right. Hey, you guys have a good night. Appreciate the race.
Man. All right, you too, Mickey. All right. Let me pull Mike Browning up here, our third place finisher. Hey, Mike, this is Jamie and Jonah up in the booth. You got a copy?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man. Brought that truck home in third place. Nice run for you tonight. Why don't you take us through your race?
Yeah, you guys brought in the ringers this week, so I didn't get to win my hat. Pretty disappointed about that. But
the ringers.
I did everything I could, man. That's a track that I struggle at a lot. It takes a lot of patience, which I don't have usually. I just ran the wheels off of it the first stint, and Mickey got around me there, and was trying to keep up with him a little bit. I was trying to learn a little bit of something from Jamie and Mickey as I was following them, but just couldn't quite pick it up. Then that second stint, just decided to kind of back it down a little bit and see if I could catch him at the end, and I ended up smacking the wall pretty hard. So after that, I was just hang on and try not to get lapped. I was seeing that red name get closer and closer, so I was pretty happy to see that checkered flag come out.
Well, you kept it on the lead lap, which is good. What were you thinking there at the end? Did you think if maybe you got a caution, you'd have anything for the leaders, or were you just trying to hold on for a podium at that point?
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I was really good on the shorter runs. Just kind of watching some times on that second stint, especially. I felt like I was taking it pretty easy and still running right with him. I mean, we'd swap a lap here and there. I thought I had something for him if we got that caution.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I just flat pancaked the side, and that was the end of that. I started losing 2-3 tenths after that. So did what I could.
Still brought it home third. Truck looked good out there. You got any shout outs, any sponsors you want to thank, anything like that?
Yeah, thanks to Indiana Sport guys. Trevor got his win last week and then immediately crashed because he was celebrating, so we did some burnouts for him. So that was fun. The Martin Sports guys just came on with us. Everybody over there, Broke Scrub guys, trying to get sounds like we're gonna get some stuff started over there. Get to racing in that league again. So good luck to those guys. Hopefully I can get some more wins. I'm tired of getting third.
Well, congrats again on the third place, man. I know it's tough, but I think they said they're going to have more of these races in the future. So just keep trying, and yeah, I think you can get one, man. You're a fast driver, so
I'm coming for that hat. Might not have any fenders left by the time the race is over, but I'm getting me a hat.
Right on, man.
That's the attitude to have.
Absolutely, that's what I like to hear. All right, Mike. Congratulations again.
Bring it on. Thanks, guys.
Right.
Appreciate it. Have a good one.
You too. All right.
Jamie, it looks like our winner has moved into the waiting room.
He sure has. Let me get him right now. Hey, Jamie Mullins, this is Jamie and Jonah up in the booth. You got a copy?
I do have a copy.
All right, man. Well, you put on a clinic out there tonight. You dominated this race. Well, once you got in the lead, you just there was no stopping you. So, take us through your race, man. How'd you do it?
We lost him.
Uh-oh. Going back up here. Uh-oh. We lost you there, Jamie. So go ahead and take us through your race, man.
Well, what I ended up doing was just taking my time. Just taking my time and doing it right. Didn't qualified in the back, just wanting to hold things off a little bit, just see how the race was going to play out. But man, those guys, they raced me so clean. I can't thank these guys enough for inviting me in here and let me race with these guys.
Well, Jamie, I'll be honest with you, man. I mean, that's just like over Original Rebels. That's what we expect here at Goat Locker Racing is good, clean racing. So, man, if you're looking to run trucks, you definitely can join us on Thursday nights. Be glad to have you.
I appreciate that. I again just want to thank these guys. Man, they're fast. They race clean. They're very patient. They a lot of give and take going on. Good bunch of group in here. Look forward to representing the Goat Locker hat and the shirt. And I appreciate the opportunity to being able to race with a great bunch of professionals.
Yeah, congrats, man, on that first place finish. Like Jamie said, you put on a clinic, you pulled away. I watched your in-car cam there for a while, and it seemed like you were just being real patient on the throttle, real patient with the truck, just taking your time. Like you set a pace for yourself. How did the truck feel out there on that track? Was it loose? Did you feel it getting tight? What kind of changes were you experiencing throughout a run?
First couple of laps, I couldn't get the throttle off because it was pretty loose starting off. About the middle of the run, it would tighten up a little bit, and of course, I'd have to adjust the brake bias for that to be able to hold the bottom on entry. Diamond in the corners seemed to help, but towards the end of the run, it started getting loose again, so you had to play with the throttle. But other than that, I kept it in fourth gear. I hear a lot of people shifting and everything, but I was really unsure about running 50% fuel if shifting would burn up more fuel and use more tires. So I just left it in fourth and let the truck do what it wanted to do, let it go where it wanted to go.
Right. Well, you definitely made the right call, man. Like I said, pulled away, dominated tonight, and got yourself a hat. So you joined me as a hat winner, and it's awesome, and glad to have you out here.
I appreciate that. I do want to give a shout out to the Avengers Motorsports. I'm kind of an unofficial teammate of those guys. Just trying to hop onto a teammate train and roll with it and try to learn as much as I can. I ain't been doing this long, just a year. But Joshua Thompson and Jason Rockefeller, those two guys helped me a lot when it comes to the truck races and stuff of that nature. So I want to give a huge shout out to them. I also want to give a shout out to Adam Lang. He was the one that painted my truck for me. It's a tribute truck that I run for the helicopter, my helicopter crew that crashed and died, Pedro 66. So it's great to get some TV time for that truck and show what that's all about. But
right on, man. Glad we could do that for you. Glad to have you out here, and I'm glad you got to win that hat. So we'll probably have to have you come up in the booth and call the next race, though, because we've started a tradition here.
Oh, by all means, I'd be more than happy to come up there and help. I real rusty on my broadcasting skills, but you know what? Up there with y'all two professionals, I could probably learn a lot from y'all. So thank y'all for inviting me into here, and I look forward to racing with y'all some more.
All right, man. Sounds great. Again, congratulations, and you have a good evening, man.
Thank you. You too.
All right. All right. Old Jake Ellingson's been waiting down there patiently. We normally only do the top three, but let's get Jake up here. Jake, it's Jamie and Jonah up in the booth. You got a copy? Jake.
He's not even at his computer, is he?
Somebody wake Jake up.
I do.
There he is. Hey, feller.
All right, man. Hey, you were my pick to win. But you finished fourth. You started fourth, finished fourth, so you're consistent if nothing else. So it was a good, solid run for you. Why don't you take us through your race?
Jonah actually gave me a couple of pointers before, a few hours before the race started. So I was out on practicing a little bit, and I'm like, well, I might as well run with this and see how it goes. And well, yeah, as you can see, I almost got lapped twice.
Well, Jamie Mullins almost had the whole field lapped, so I mean that's not.
Don't feel bad.
Yeah, don't feel bad at all. I mean the guy won, had 9-second lead at North Wilkesboro, so he was getting it done.
I tried to follow into his line, and I couldn't hit the bottom like he could, and then he just checked out. I don't know where he went. It was different zip code.
Yeah.
Saw you had a little incident there with I think it was the 48 truck getting into pit road. Take us through that incident. What happened there?
Well, I was following behind, and I tend to not look directly at the truck in front of me. I tend to keep my eye, around the corner to see what's going on. So I don't look up at the top of the screen, because that'll tell us where, messages if the guys are pitting or whatnot. And I didn't see that he was pitting, and he didn't call it out on race comms. And I just decided that his trunk was going to be a good spot to park.
Oh man. Well, at least it didn't tear your trucks up too bad. He was pitting anyways. He got it turned around and got it into pit road. So how'd the truck feel tonight? Did you feel like it was really loose, really tight? How was it driving for you?
Towards the end of the run, I kept getting real loose on corner exit when I tried to throttle out, but I think that was just me trying to push a little bit too hard above my driving abilities.
Well, you had a good run anyways. 4th place. I mean, that's nothing to sulk about. So congrats on that.
Thank you. And by the way, Jamie, I always crash the waiting room. It's never fails. I'm always in here.
Well, I'm glad you're in here because I had a plan earlier during the race to make an announcement, and I was going to do it on lap 61, and lap 61 came and went, and I totally forgot to do it. So I'm guessing you probably already know, but I'm just going to go. I'm going to go ahead and put it out here, and I wanted to do on lap 61 because Goat Locker Racing has officially come on to sponsor the number 61 Bandolero car of Pagan Ellingson. So we are.
What?
Oh, you didn't know?
I did not.
Yep. We worked that out with Mama Ellingson today. There should be a Goat Locker Racing decal on that car before the next race, right, Mama Ellingson?
I'm sure she's working on it already.
Absolutely. So
we got to put the car back together. We still got it all torn apart and everything. I got the rear end put in, but still got to put everything else back on, square everything up, and start making our base setup for we're racing at Jefferson Speedway in Jefferson, Wisconsin on Saturday, and then on Sunday we're in Slinger at Slinger Super Speedway for I forget what it was called, but she loves running Slinger though. Slinger's one of her most favorite tracks, and it's going to be a big turnaround going from a basically flat track at Jefferson to the high bank ovals of Slinger. That's a big difference. We got to put a little more camber in the tires, take a little spring out, and we'll be good to go for Slinger. But hopefully we have a good race at Jefferson and nothing happens.
Well, I really enjoyed watching that one race she did for the Nationals, the small car Nationals. She was having a really great run. Unfortunately, got caught up in that mess there at the end. But that was really fun to watch. I wish if we could figure out a way for us to stream it, because I think that would be really cool. We could figure out a way to do that, but might be something we do down the road. So hopefully she does well. And like I told you when we put the paint scheme on your ARCA car, that Goat Locker Racing scheme was going to give you an extra 50 horsepower. Hopefully that decal does the same for her and get her up front.
Most definitely. And it did give me that 50 extra horsepower. For some odd reason, I've been running really well every time I do run the Goat Locker scheme.
When you look good, you feel good. And when you feel good, you run good.
Amen.
All right, man. Appreciate you coming hanging out with us here tonight, running this race. And we've got to start wrapping this up here. So, again, Jake, appreciate you hanging out, man. And we will talk to you later.
No problem. You guys have a good one.
All right, man.
See ya.
All right, Jonah. Well, that is, I think we've talked to just about everybody we could talk to. That's a wrap for this Goat Locker Racing hat race number 2. Again, Congratulations to Jamie Mullins on a dominating win. Almost 9-second lead here at North Wilkesboro. Track that only takes you like 19 seconds to get around.
Yeah, 19, 20 seconds. Yeah,
something like that.
I mean, the man came for a hat, and he came and he got it.
He did. So. He did. I hope he's. I'll have to get his address from him here, and we'll get that in the mail to him. But any final thoughts?
No, just a great race, man. It's pretty rare you come to a place like North Wilkesboro and only come away with one caution, and even that was a technical caution, so it wasn't even a normal wreck. So hats off to these guys, man, for just keeping it clean for 125 laps. That's pretty rare, but looking forward to Thursday night as we hit up Watkins Glen in the trucks. So if you guys are a fan of road racing, y'all be sure to come back to the Goat Locker Twitch channel here and check out the race that we got going on there. So
Alrighty. Well, we appreciate everybody that hung out with us tonight. It looked like we had a really good crowd on the stream. So, again, congratulations to Jamie Mullins, our winner, and to Eddie Smith for being the big winner of the hat. So, we'll get those sent out to you guys as soon as we possibly can. And again, thank you for everybody who hung out with us, and have a good night.